Good day, my friends. Billy Mandarino, the Now-ist here on the foggy cliffs of the Douglas Family Preserve. I don't know about you, but in my life, I experience moments like this frequently throughout the day where my mind is clouded, overwhelmed, just not clear. I'm foggy in thoughts, and it affects everything about my life. But what I have learned and what I teach is the power of your awareness. Your awareness is like a bright light cutting through this fog. When your thinking takes you into this amorphous world of delusion and this fogginess that overwhelms your day, that awareness and your present moment awareness can change how you cut through that problem, that minutia, that overwhelm, that anxiety. The power of your awareness is that bright light that shines through the fog, that cuts through that thick pea soup fog of your day, of your thoughts. Your thinking mind is that fog in your mind. It's like a ticker tape that's just running across the screen, and that thinking can overwhelm you. But the power of your present moment awareness, focused in one moment, in one thought, you can practice awareness, you can practice presence. But it has to be a new habit you start every day, throughout your day, at night before you go to bed. Present moment awareness can be taught as a way of life, and that's what being a Now-ist is. So before I wake up in the morning, I lay in bed, my eyes are still closed, and I think about how gratitude affects my life, how grateful I am. I think about how I'm going to start this day in presence, how I'm going to focus my present moment awareness throughout the challenges of my day. I set the intention of awareness before I even get out of bed. And then throughout the day, when I feel myself being overwhelmed in this fog, in this minutia of my thinking, I think, how can the power, this bright light that is my awareness, cut through this fog? And that's a way of life for me. And I teach people how to live that way in the ratio of 90-10. 90% of the day I live in present moment awareness. The fog can overcome me 10% of the day, but my system is the same. How can I bring my attention back to the present moment awareness that I have? That is my intention for the day. And then what happens is 95% of everything you do in your life is done with your subconscious mind. Only 5% is awareness. Only 5% is conscious thinking. So how do you shift that in your life? And what I've learned is through habits, through new patterns, through rituals, through consistently doing a new action. And it can be taught. You just have to make the decision to make this the most important thing in your day. First thing you do in your day is, how do you focus your present moment awareness as a way of life? So these are some questions I've been receiving about awareness and how to become a Now-ist, how to live this way in your daily life. And if you have questions or comments, please put them in the comment section below. I'd love to answer your questions for the next episode. So question 1, how would you define personal awareness and its significance in your life? That's such a great question, because for me, living as a Now-ist is everything. It affects everything, emotionally, socially, spiritually, financially. Your awareness is playing into every aspect of your life. When you're going in this world, you've heard it many times that we're human beings, not human doings. But how often are you a being in your life, in your daily life? Most people get caught up in the doing, which takes you out of your awareness. The significance of being a Now-ist and living in present moment awareness is the paramount experience I go through every day in my life, because I feel the energy of stress. I feel the energy of negative thoughts and influences of people in my life, and it feels so uncomfortable, because once again, that 95% of my life lives in this subconscious program that I'm running. But I'm running the Now-ist prowess program, if you will. I'm running the program of present moment awareness, as everything involved in my life hinges on that. Because when I want to create some abundance in my life, it all starts with awareness. Once again, it's like cutting through that negative energy, that negative force field, that negative fog that surrounds you. The only way to cut through it is with this bright light that is your awareness. So question 2, can I share a specific moment where a positive influence from awareness impacted my life? Well, I have a lot, but there's one that comes to mind in this moment. And that's when I was paralyzed with Guillain-Barré syndrome in 2020. And I couldn't walk. I was completely immobilized. I couldn't feel my hands, my legs, my feet. And I realized after I got my diagnosis of Guillain-Barré syndrome that my focus on the outcome that I did not want was going to keep me stuck in that same paralysis. the paralysis of analysis you might have heard, where you think so much and you ruminate and you worry and you overwhelm yourself with the negative outcome. And we instinctively go to that negative outcome out of a fight or flight response. In my life, I've learned that living as a Nowist, instant awareness to what I want through an empowered imaginative action where I'm thinking and I'm feeling and I'm seeing and I'm experiencing all 5 of my senses in that awareness. That's how I changed my outlook when paralysis, the prognosis was not good. So question 3, how does awareness affect your communication in relationships? That's a great question, because I don't know about you, but so much of your life is experiencing energy, words, communication, persuasion with other people. And when that comes into your life, usually you react out of reflex, where someone offends you or someone says something that affects you personally, or they're just trying to win one up on you, or maybe they're trying to persuade you to do something you don't want to do, or you have a conflict. The biggest problem with other people's energy is you take it on. You almost have to be like a kung fu master, where somebody's throwing a punch to you or putting their energy on you, but you deflect it. What you have to do is hold space. You have to separate yourself from that energy and not take it on. And when you do that, in therapy, they call that holding space for somebody, or in psychology, they call it holding space for the conversation. So your awareness is that space. To create that space, you have to live in present moment awareness, and you have to not be triggered by this energy or these words coming out of somebody's mouth, which impact emotion, and these feelings in your body, which regulate more chemistry, which makes you feel more of those negative feelings. When you can take a pause, when you feel triggered, when you feel you're in communication with somebody and you realize that, wait a minute, I don't have any power in this conversation because I'm being triggered. My awareness is lost. But the minute you take a pause, take a breath, focus in this moment on what it is you want to contribute, and not allow yourself to be sucked into the energy field, the tractor beam that is the other person's intention or their attention upon you. People press their will on you. If you are able to find a pause, or if you're able to take a deep breath or close your eyes for a moment, disconnect from that energy field, that allows you to find awareness, because awareness is in the silence. Herman Melville said, God's one and only voice is silence. If you want to experience silence, you have to find the quiet pause. Take a breath. That awareness is always with you in the room. You just have to activate it. How do you strike a balance between staying present and planning for the future in your personal and your professional life? Well, living as a Nowist, and that's what I pontificate, preach. I do all these videos to teach you how to live in the present moment, to keep encouraging you to go deeper, to learn this as a way of life, not just as a clever meditation or play on words. It's literally a practice. When you learn to live in that 95% subconscious programming as a Nowist, when the present moment awareness of your daily life becomes the paramount energy field and focus around your body, around your thinking, around your physical energy field, you begin to shift out of stress, overwhelm, anxiety, out of this fog that shows up in your life, which is really your thinking mind. Nowist teachings all centrally focus on getting out of the thinking mind and into that heart-brain coherence, where you're thinking from the energy field of your heart. And your heart then starts to connect with the energy field of your mind. Then you become one stream of consciousness, because you're not caught up in past, you're not caught up in future. You're literally finding the power of the generous present moment, and that is where your energy resides. So for my life, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, everything that I work on is about living back into that present moment awareness. Yes, I get triggered. I have arguments with people. I have discussions. I have financial problems that show up, and challenges and health issues and fighting off colds and all these viruses that are trying to get us again this fall. But ultimately, it comes back to, where can I find the present moment in this energy that I'm feeling right now, where it's negative or positive? How can I connect back to the oneness that is my focused attention in awareness on what it is I want to manifest in my life? You have the power to change what you focus on, and whatever you focus on expands. So if you focus in the past and you're thinking about a memory or some experience that's maybe playing into your current circumstance, there's no energy there. If you're wishing for the future, for something to be different, there's no energy there. When you're in this present moment with your focused attention, the power of your breath, the power of your heart-brain coherence, thinking of the energy field of the central focus of your body, which is your heart, the most magnetic, the most powerful part of your entire body is right here in your heart. Thank you for watching this video. Please leave a comment, like, share this with those in need. It's my mission to help this world get out of overwhelm and stress and anxiety and live as a Now-ist, live in the present moment awareness of your daily life as a way of life. So you can help serve other people, serve yourself, and we can change this world one moment at a time. The mothership of the Now-ist is BillyMandarino.com. From there, it links out to all my social media, social service as I like to call it, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok. All the teachings are right there on those platforms, and I'm here to serve you. Wishing you all the best.